All right, guys, welcome to the show. It is September 7th. It is Wednesday. I got a lot of stuff to get to today, a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm wearing my fall colors today. I am wearing the falliest of all fall colors here. I like the look of it, but am I happy that it's turning into the fall? No, not at all. Not in the slightest. Vosh, I saw he said on Twitter something along the lines of, if you don't love fall, you're brain dead. I think he did like a Twitter poll, and it was like, is fall the best month? Yes, or I'm brain dead, something like that. And I am super triggered by that, man. I do not understand how one can think that. I'm willing to debate that issue anywhere, anytime. It is one of the things I am most passionate about. I am definitely spring and summer gang. I'm absolutely intolerant of dissenting opinions on that front. And so, Vosh, holla at your boy. Let's do the damn thing. Let's have some fun. Let's debate which season is the best. And it's already a foregone conclusion. The debate's over. I already won. It's that simple. I think most people understand that. Most reasonable people understand that. And then there's everybody else. So anyway, a bit of a weird start to the show today, but So we're going to talk about Dark Brandon's speech from the other day. He decided to switch those laser eyes on because there was a heckler, and he decided to take him to Owensville. We'll talk about that. I have a new law that was just signed by Gavin Newsom in California, which is going to absolutely shock you guys. I was shocked by it when I was reading the specifics of the law. I mean, this is, just insanely positive. It's very rare that I get to come out here and give you guys positive news. Well, today we have quite a bit of it. So we'll talk about that. And then later on, we'll get into the new UK Prime Minister and just how absolutely terrible she is. I got more Dr. Oz shoving his foot in his mouth. I got a hilarious story about Donald Trump. And it's a new scam effort that you can add to his long list of scam efforts, and much more, including sex workers sort of getting screwed, no pun intended. And I'll tell you exactly who went into Mar-a-Lago while there was incredibly sensitive, top secret information just chilling there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it here. And we'll do that with Dark Brandon being at it again. So Biden was doing, I don't know if this was just, I think it was a rally. Yeah, I think it was a rally. It wasn't just a speech of his own. It was a rally. And he had this moment, and this has been happening a lot to him recently. He'll be giving a speech or doing a rally or whatever, and then you'll have some like hardcore MAGA fan in the audience, and they just heckle. They protest, they interrupt. Now, am I opposed to protesting in principle? No, of course not. But I'm going to evaluate your protest or your heckle based on the substance of, what you're asking for and what you're saying. And in this instance, they're just like, F Joe Biden, basically, like Dark Brandon sucks. Let's go Brandon. I mean, this is what they have. They don't have anything else. They don't have anything substantive to say. It's not like a substantive interruption. It's not like, I don't know, Code Pink going to a Biden rally and interrupting to say, you better get back in the Iran nuclear deal right now because you said you do it and you haven't done it yet. That would be a different conversation. That would be a different story. So anyway, the protester / heckler interrupts him in the speech, and this is how he handles it.
And it's not I mean it from the bottom of my heart. As I said last week, we remain in the battle.
I can't even hear what the guy's saying. I don't know if you guys can, but I can't. I mean, we could try again. Let's see.
And it's not I mean it from the bottom of my heart. As I said last week, we remain in the battle for the soul of America. By the way. All right, God love you. Let him go. Let him go. No, don't.
Jesus. God damn. It's like he got stuck on repeat. It's like, when the old school CDs used to skip and you would hear that. Like, that's what he was doing.
Let him go. Look, everybody's entitled to be an idiot. No, everybody's done it. Okay? Look. And it's not
roasted. OD roasted. Look, I have to say, I like the fact that he was saying let him go. He was saying, now, you compare that to Trump, where whenever anybody would heckle, he'd be like, get him out of here. Yeah, Dan, don't be soft. Be rough with him. This is stuff, we have the video of Trump at the old Trump rallies. He used, that happened a number of times where he was like, be aggressive with him. Be aggressive. Take him out. Here's Biden, polar opposite. He's saying, look, leave him alone. He's fine. Leave him alone. He's fine. So that shows a difference in, like, accepting some amount of dissent, right? But then I also love the roast, man. I love that everybody's entitled to be an idiot. Because, again, this is not somebody who's taking a principled stand on an issue that Biden has failed us on. If that was the case, then my commentary would probably flip, and I'd say, well, I think the person's being kind of reasonable. But in this instance, to be fair, I don't know what they're saying, but we know that it's a far-right protester. It's not somebody to Biden's left who's asking him to do better as president. It's somebody to his right who's just, triggered at the fact that he is president. This is probably somebody who, if we're being serious, denies the results of the election. So, look, I think he handled that perfectly. I think you couldn't have handled that any better. To say, number one, leave him alone. He's fine. That shows he's being, bigger than the situation. And then number two, to be like, everybody's entitled to be a fucking idiot. If you want to be an idiot, by all means, go right ahead and be an idiot. So it's sort of that, it's condescending, but in a good way. It's like, it's showing that, you can handle the dissent, but also you have things in perspective and in context, and you understand that if this is one of the hardcore MAGA guys who's coming after you, yeah, whatever you're saying, whatever you're asking for, whatever point you think you're making, you look like a jackass. And we've seen this a lot, man, the meltdown on the right over, oh my God, the lack of civility and decorum from Biden when he called us semi-fascists. And then there was this picture that was going viral on Twitter, and I would have pulled it up if I had thought of this beforehand. But it was like, this is the modern conservative movement. I think it was Murtaza Hussein of The Intercept who tweeted it. And what you saw was like a family. So you had like a husband and a wife, middle-aged, and they had like 3 kids with them, boys and girls. And they had their middle fingers up. And then they also had somebody holding up like a let's go Brandon thing or fuck Joe, like might have literally said F Joe Biden in the background, holding up like a flag that said that, with 2 women who were like showing a lot of their ass. They were wearing like some scantily clad sort of underwear. They were showing their ass cheeks, holding the flag, looking back at the camera, right? So you had this F Joe Biden, little kids with their middle finger up, whole family there, and, ass cheeks in everybody's face. And it's like, these are the same people that were just crying about civility and decorum and the fact that Biden called a spade a spade. And I mean, Ben Shapiro did a whole segment on this where he's like, I've never seen a more divisive speech in American history. And it's like, my dude, you sell mugs that say leftist tears on them. The idea that Ben Shapiro is open to, reasonable discourse and dialogue and disagreement. No, he's made clear. He's written a book on how to own lefties in conversations. Like, he wrote an entire book saying, don't worry about, like, actually engaging with the ideas. Here are the debate tactics where you can, quote unquote, win. So the idea that these guys care at all about divisiveness and that they're against divisiveness, my ass, you're not against it at all. You embrace it fully. You just cry and whine and shriek and moan and squeal like a pig when you're accurately called out by a Democrat on it. So this is Dark Brandon, man. This is Dark Brandon right here. I'll be very, he's already done this a number of times. I'll be interested to see if I'm sure the Trump protesters will keep showing up to his events or whatever. And if he keeps handling it like this, then real talk, he's handling it like a boss. Like, this is the way to handle it. So, hat off, well done. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.